On a statewide level, Governor Greg Abbott is ramping up efforts to help slow the spread of the coronavirus, as well as get the state ready for an expected increase in coronavirus patients. The governor talked about some big changes on the way, but he did stop short of issuing a statewide shelter in place. Let's go live now to Eyewitness News reporter Henry Ramos. He joins us now from the medical center. Good evening, Henry.
Good evening to you, Phil. Much needed help is on the way for hospitals and healthcare workers. Governor Abbott issuing 2 executive orders. We also learned this afternoon less than 10% of Texans being tested right now are actually testing positive for coronavirus.
You can continue to expect an increase.
The number of coronavirus cases only getting bigger day by day. Governor Greg Abbott says the state is focused on testing, healthcare workers, and hospital capacity. He's mandating to postpone all medical procedures that aren't necessary. He's increasing that capacity in hospitals, including beds and staff, more than 1 patient per room to care for the growing number of coronavirus patients. Several states and cities have already issued shelter-in-place restrictions. What about Texas?
I am governor of 254 counties in the state of Texas. More than 200 of those counties in the state of Texas still have 0 cases of people testing positive for COVID-19.
For that reason, Abbott doesn't believe a statewide shelter in place is needed at this time. The governor says local governments have the authority to implement more strict standards. Late Sunday, Dallas County issued a shelter in place order.
They already have the full authority at the local level to implement those stricter standards. And if they choose to do so, I would applaud them.
The National Guard will be sent to hospitals this week to help with logistics. When will Texas see a peak in coronavirus cases? The state health commissioner says that is hard to say. He says to continue with preventative measures like social distancing and hand washing because it is working.
Is we slow it down so that the peak comes later and lower. And that peak, we don't know if we're successful. That peak may be some weeks or even months away.
Now, in terms of school being canceled for the remainder of the year, the governor says it's too premature to make that call. He did, though, want to remind us all in Texas that his executive order is still in effect. Here's a breakdown and a reminder for you. No social gatherings in groups of more than 10 people allowed. Bars and gyms are shut down, and restaurants can only offer drive-through, pickup, and delivery. If you do not comply with this order, the governor says you could face jail time, you could be fined, or even be mandated for quarantine. This executive order goes into effect until April the 3rd. We're live in the medical center. Henry Ramos, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.